In this tutorial, I will show you how you can read write to files in Python. Before trying this script, you have to know something about the file access modes. And mainly, open method is used in Python to open a file for reading, writing, or appending, like other programming languages. And this is the file access modes. T indicates the text file, B indicates binary file, R indicates or to open a file for reading, and this is the default file mode. And W indicates open a file for writing, X indicates appending content uh, in an existing file. A also open a X X is open a file for writing if not exist, and A open an existing file for appending data at the end of the file. And if the file is not exist, then it will write at the beginning of the file. R plus is used for reading and writing any existing file, and if the file does not exist, then it will generate an error. W plus is also used for editing and writing an existing file, and if the file does not exist, then it will create the new file, and if the file exists, then it will overwrite the content of the file. A plus is a same way used for appending or reading any existing file. And some method will be used in this script for read write. Open method is used for reading and writing the file, and it can contain two parameters. First parameter is the file name, and second parameter is the file access mode that I explained before. And if you open the file, then to release the resource, you must call the close method. And read is used to read the amount of bytes from a file. Read line used to read each line of the file, and read lines is used to read all lines separated by comma, and write is used to write data into a file. Now, to start the script for an example file, you can create this file controllist.txt, and you can take any text file that you want to trace the code. Yes, देखो. To test the script of this tutorial, first of all, I will create a text file. You can use any text file that you want. And file name will be control list. I'm using this name because this name is used in the next example. You can if you set another name for this file, then you have to change the code. Okay, now I will test the first example, reading file using read line and read lines. So first of all, the existing file will be open. Here the file is open using read mode, which is the default file access mode, and first the use of read method is shown here. It will read 2048 bytes and print the output, and file is closed. Again, file is open in R plus mode, that means reading and writing, and here read lines is used, and read line will read 5 lines from the file, and file handler is closed again. And next again file is open in read mode, and here read lines is used. That means it will read all the lines from the file. So first I will save the file, file1.py. Now you can see this is the output of read. Sorry, this is the output of read. This is the output of read line, which is just read the fifth line from the file. And if I open the file, you can see the output shows that the output of read line is alger. That means if I open the content of the file, then it just reads the only 5 characters from the file and read the 2048 bytes. And read line read only the 5 characters, and read lines read all the content of the file and return the value as list. In the next example, reading file line by line. For this, you have to use any loop to do the text. Same file is open for reading here, and for loop is used to read each line, of the file in each line. Here, for loop is used to read each line and print the line in each line of the output. So now if I run this script, then you can see the 5 lines of the file is printed in 5 lines. Next example is reading file by using with statement. If you don't want to use any loop for reading the file, then you can use with statement to do the same task, to read the all content of the files and print. Here you can see no loop, while loop or for loop is used for reading the file, and it is just read all the content of the file using read lines and print the output as a list. And no file access mode is used in the open method of with command. Next examples are about writing into a new file or existing file. It will open a new file for writing with write mode, and 3 lines will be written in the file. And next, the file handler is closed. If I run this script, then file is created or not, or written or not, you can check it from the terminal, or you can also open from the editor. So I will take it from the terminal. The file name is new file.txt, and you can see the content: text for first line, text for second line, and text for third line. In this way, you can create any new file. Writing a file using the with statement. This is another way of writing to a file in Python. Here another new file will be created, my file, and here mode is used. Write mode is used here, and it is written by using write method. File, and after running it will not show any output, but I can check it from here. Get and the file name is myfile.txt. So you can see these two texts are written in the file. And that was the last example of this tutorial. Hope it is now clear for you, and clear for you how you can write or read content from a file easily. Thank you for watching.